Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to WWE 2k19 Universe Mode. I'm BrendenPlayz, and this is the Raw after Money in the Bank, and we are on the road to Summerslam. That'll be our next pay-per-view here at Universe Mode, and it means we need to start figuring out our Summerslam main event. Who will challenge for the Universal Championship? Well, we'll have a bit of a fair idea after tonight, that is for sure. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, tonight we're going to see Alicia Fox and Tamina team up to take on the Bella Twins in tag team action. Randy Orton will be going one-on-one against R-Truth. We're also going to see Roderick Strong. He'll be taking on Kevin Owens one-on-one. Good matchup there. Insurgents will be in KO's corner. And also, we're going to see the new tag team champions. They are the Revival. Dash and Dawson, they're in action. They'll take on Sanity tonight in tag team action. Expect the Hardy Boys to probably get a rematch at SummerSlam for those titles. Mickie James will go one-on-one against the new Miss Money in the Bank, Becky Lynch. And our main event, representing Insurgents, it will be Bobby Roode, and he's going to take on the monster among men, Braun Strowman. Strowman wants to become the next Universal Champion. If he get through Bobby Roode tonight, he'll be one step closer, you feel. So the results, it's going to be Nikki Bella and Brie with the victory. Randy Orton picks up a win over R-Truth. Kevin Owens defeats Roderick Strong. And the new tag team champions, the Revival, they start off their tag team campaign with a victory. Well, our first showcase matchup will be women's action, and it will be Mickie James on her way to the ring. Alexa Bliss, our women's champion, will be in her corner. Mickie James will be going one-on-one tonight against Becky Lynch. An important match for Mickie James in her career. The context of her career, where she's going to be going in the near future. And Alexa Bliss, of course, she is the women's champion right now, and she wants to get a bit of a better look at Becky Lynch, who, of course, won the Money in the Bank ladder match. She outlasted 7 other women at Money in the Bank to get the job done. A huge victory for her. Not easy at all to come to that match type and win that one. She took the most of a small window of opportunity. She climbed up and she grabbed it. There it is, the briefcase in her hand. She looks focused tonight. Well, Sasha Banks will be in her corner as well. Sasha and Becky have been, well, good friends for quite some time now, but in particular the last couple of months, they've been dealing with issues with the Riot Squad together, and I think they're going to start dealing with Alexa Bliss together as well. Mickie James, a friend of Alexa Bliss, so only fair that Becky Lynch finds someone to back her up here tonight. Becky Lynch, Miss Money in the Bank, the first ever women's Money in the Bank holder here in Universe Mode. She has the briefcase, and she won't be cashing it in tonight, you think, but we'll see Becky Lynch in action, and we'll see how she goes, and kind of also shape up her future. You know, when it comes to Money in the Bank, some superstars, they like to cash in straight away. They like to ride the wave of momentum that they've created for themselves. And I completely understand that. You know, we've seen it. Finn Balor only waited a month. He cashed in at SummerSlam after winning it at Money in the Bank. So about a month he waited. That was back in season number 3. Samoa Joe, he tried to cash in at SummerSlam. That didn't work out for him. You know, some superstars, they like to just get it done. Get it over and done with. Let's get it out of the way. Other superstars, they like to wait and wait and wait for the absolute perfect opportunity. And I think some others are genuinely scared. They're so scared of perhaps failing to cash in that they're not willing to really do it. And that's a problem. There has been 2 failed cash-ins here in Universe Mode history. Daniel Bryan has one of them. Samoa Joe has one of them. So it is a realistic thing. It can happen. And in my opinion, Becky Lynch, I don't think she's going to be scared, but I think she might wait for that right opportunity. She's a smart woman, Becky Lynch, and she's not going to waste that opportunity. She's been women's champion just on one other occasion, so she'll be looking to make that a second time for her, and she does not want to mess that one up. And Alexa Bliss, well, she's got Mickie James watching her back. There's always a big risk involved, because if you do get disqualified, well, that's it, game over. You're going to lose your briefcase, and that's the lamest of lame ways to get disqualified, to lose your briefcase, but it can happen. Disqualification can happen. That's the risk that you have. So, you know, having Sasha Banks in your corner could really help you to try and take Mickie James out of play. But let's be honest, with the Riot Squad around as well, I don't think there's a good time at the moment for Becky Lynch to really cash in. Alexa Bliss has seemed to gain a bit of an ally in Mickie James, but also a bit of an ally in Ruby Riott. I'm not sure why, but they seem to be watching each other's back a little bit, or at least, you know, when it matters the most. So, we'll see. But Mickie James right now in a bit of an arm wrestle with Becky Lynch, trying to grab hold of this match and take it for herself, but not only for Mickie, but also for Alexa Bliss. A victory over Becky Lynch will give her a big lot of confidence. And look, Alexa Bliss has had it pretty easy. All the women on Raw and SmackDown over the last couple of months have been completely focused on Money in the Bank, which has meant that, well, Alexa hasn't had to defend her championship all that much. She did have one title defense, but other than that, not much to really say. So Alexa Bliss, she's had a bit of an easy run as champion in recent times, but now that Money in the Bank is done with, all the women are going to be looking towards Alexa Bliss in that championship. That does include Sasha Banks, Becky Lynch as well, and maybe even Mickie James, the Riott Squad, and some of the others. The Bella Twins got a victory earlier on. They would love another opportunity. Naomi. So there's a lot of women right now that would love a chance, but which one of them will get that chance? That's the big difference. Becky Lynch does have a guaranteed chance, though. The question is, when will she use it? She whips the head back and forth of Mickie James. And right now, Mickie's hurting a little bit. A steel chair was introduced, I believe, by Sasha Banks, just to distract the referee because, well, Becky was in a bit of trouble. She's even in more trouble now. The Mick kick, and now Mickie James could be about to put this one away. Shot to the midsection. Here we go. Mickie James with the DDT. She's going to pick up a win over Miss Money in the Bank. Oh, no. Sasha coming over to distract the referee. Well, there you go. Sasha paying dividends. Watching her back. Okay. Becky and Sasha not being the best of friends at all times. Never seen eye to eye at every occasion, but recent times have had each other's back, and on that time, Sasha certainly had Becky's back there and basically saved the match for her, I feel. Clothesline there by Lynch. Here comes another one. Becky Lynch trying to fire herself up, and it's difficult. She's trying to back up after a big Money in the Bank ladder match. You're trying to come back the next night and produce the same type of performance that you had at Money in the Bank. It's not easy. Your body will be hurting. You'll be a little bit slower than usual. Not 100%. Not on the top of your game. Mickie James, though, she's fresh. She's ready to go, and she's making the most of this chance. She's looking really good, but Becky Lynch, the Exploder. That could be it for Mickie James. Alexa Bliss now distracting the ref, and Mickey's trying to make the most of that chance. Becky slaps her away. Now Becky, oh, she's got the arm. The arm's locked in. Disarm her. Locked in. Referee turns around. He's in position now. And Mickie James taps out. The referee almost distracted for long enough for Mickie James to survive the tap out, but she couldn't survive the hold. Even if the referee was distracted for another 30 seconds, I think she would have still been tapping. She had no chance of getting out of there. Becky Lynch picks up the victory, takes advantage of a little bit of an opportunity given to her inadvertently by Alexa Bliss. And well, there you go. Mickie James loses tonight after almost having a chance. You gotta say, Sasha Banks, big help. Alexa Bliss tried to return the favor and help Mickie James out, couldn't quite get it done. In the end, Becky Lynch picks up the victory, backs up her impressive victory at Money in the Bank, and does it again here tonight on Monday Night Raw. Well, so much to like from Becky Lynch. I feel like she's got it all working together at the moment. She's a real star here on the brand, and she's got a real potential to win that championship from Alexa and go on to be a really great champion here on Raw. So Becky Lynch with a victory. Oh, from behind. Alexa Bliss attacking Becky Lynch from behind. Becky into the ring post. Where's Sasha Banks? Where's Sasha? Alexa's taking her out, and oh, there's Sasha. There's Ruby Riott. Ruby Riott attacking Sasha Banks. Are you kidding me? Come on. This isn't necessary, but this is what we expected. Ruby Riott taking the most of her little opportunity. She beat Sasha Banks one-on-one in the past, and now she's stopping Sasha from attacking Alexa Bliss. Big kick to the face. Alexa follows up with a DDT of her own. Here you go. Bang. This was a premeditated ambush from Alexa Bliss and Ruby Riott. Perhaps Alexa felt Mickie might lose this one, but she was ready to go if she did. Alexa up top. Here we go. Twisted Bliss. Off the top. Here's another look. Twisted Bliss. And she caught all of it. Right on the money. Alexa Bliss talking a bit of trash. No one to help Becky Lynch out. Sasha Banks is getting taken care of by Ruby Riott. And it's just a numbers game, isn't it? There's Mickie James, there's Alexa Bliss, there's Ruby Riott. Let's not forget, there's a whole Riott squad. There's still 2 others. It's a numbers game, and there's a big kick to the back of Sasha Banks' head. Ruby Riott's happy with that, and guess who's back in the ring? Lynch is down, and Mickie James will pick up the pieces and take care of Lynch just a little bit more. Despicable from Riott, Bliss, and James. The numbers, they're just too much for Sasha and Becky to handle. Speaking of numbers, Insurgents, they have the numbers. There's 4 of them, 3 of them right now marching towards the ring. Not sure why Samoa Joe is not joining us. Maybe doesn't want to get close to Braun Strowman. I don't know. Maybe Samoa Joe wants a good view of this match in the back. But it's Kevin Owens, Elias, and Bobby Roode. They make up Insurgents tonight. We'll see Bobby Roode in action. We'll be taking on Braun Strowman one-on-one. Insurgents, a new group here on Universe Mode, and have already made a pretty good splash in a short period of time. Well, here comes Roode's opponent. You want an opportunity, Bobby, to prove yourself. There's none better than right now. The former 2-time Intercontinental Champion. The man who I thought for a moment was going to win Money in the Bank last night. He came so close. Braun Strowman on his way to the ring, and he's, as always, he's in a foul mood. But, especially when it comes to Insurgents, Strowman has no love for them at all. Not a fan whatsoever. And Strowman, he'll enjoy this one, getting his hands on Bobby Roode. Braun Strowman has expressed his desire to become Universal Champion. Can he do it? That is the question. Braun Strowman, what a star he has become. He dealt with John Cena in recent times. Cena did get the better of him at that Clash of Champions matchup, but the following night he put the title up for grabs, but we'll never know as Insurgents played their part. Now, Braun Strowman picks up Roode and slams him down. Good start there by the monster. Well, Braun Strowman, he would be a tremendous Universal Champion, but the question is who will take on Joe next? There is Finn Balor. He did miss out at the recent Money in the Bank pay-per-views. Shinsuke Nakamura had his chance at Clash of Champions. He missed out. So, John Cena's the Intercontinental Champion. I don't think he'll be looking to challenge Samoa Joe. So I think that really just leaves Braun Strowman as a potential contender, unless it will be someone from Insurgents getting that title opportunity. Spear there by Roode, but a kick out before a count. I mean, it is possible. You know, Kevin Owens, he wants to become Universal Champion again, I've got no doubt. Bobby Roode would love to be there, and Elias would love an opportunity. Maybe internally they'll fight each other if they can. Perhaps if Bobby Roode beats Strowman tonight, that might be allowed to happen. I don't know. Well, apart from Strowman and the other names we mentioned, Drew McIntyre, what a star he has been. He's got plenty of experience in Bobby Roode, but McIntyre missed out on becoming a part of the Money in the Bank ladder match, so we haven't seen too much of him in the last few weeks. He'll be raring to go, given a chance. I've got no doubt. As Roode now on the ropes. Nice drop toe hold there by Strowman. Now the knee in the back as well. Dolph Ziggler, another name that comes to mind as a potential contender. So Samoa Joe has some very tough competition right now here on Raw. It's not going to be easy at all. And, you know, as we saw Kurt Angle, he showed up at Money in the Bank. You never know when one of these legends might show up either. And The Undertaker, well, he's got some history, Samoa Joe, that you never know, he might show up. Triple H, he's got a Legends contract. Kurt Angle again. I mean, how good was Kurt Angle at Money in the Bank? Unbelievably good. Oh, what about the power slam, though, from Roode? And speaking of Angle and Roode, these two had a classic at NXT TakeOver, and Bobby Roode beat Kurt Angle on that night. Kurt Angle's just got a bit of a knack for getting classic matches out of his opponents. Kurt Angle just comes back for a match or two, once or twice a year, and just has an absolute classic. It's just, he's a freak. That match with Cena might be a match of the year candidate. It was a beauty. And as we said, he could be a potential candidate. You never know. Certainly with legends, they can pop up here and there at any time. Now Strowman going to pick up Roode. Uh-oh, look out. What about the strength of Strowman? Oh! Up and down goes Roode. Cover now. Could be it. Hooks the leg. Strowman gets a 1. Well, Bobby Roode had the night off at Money in the Bank. Strowman was a part of the ladder match we spoke about with Lynch and Mickie James. Becky Lynch just looked a little slow to start out of the gates. Strowman, though, utilizing his power very, very smartly and just making sure that Roode doesn't get the better of him technically wise. He's just out-muscling Bobby Roode and keeping his distance. As Bobby Roode, what about that spine buster? Picks up the 350 plus pounder and drills him into the canvas, but just gets the count of 2. Bobby Roode has all the tools to be a world champion. Longest reigning NXT champion in Universal Samoan history by far. He's been so brilliant. But for whatever reason, it hasn't happened on Raw. It could be about to happen. Glorious DDT. Roode, no. The DDT whipped out Braun Strowman, whacked him straight in the canvas, but not enough to put him away. Bobby Roode back to the drawing board. Not done just yet. And a strike to the back of Braun Strowman there to follow that one up. Tough going here. It's now Strowman. He's in a bit of pain. Bobby Roode, the last couple of minutes has been very, very good. The spine buster, the glorious DDT, putting a lot of pressure right now on Braun Strowman, who's feeling the effects of perhaps Money in the Bank and this matchup so far. And as we said in the Lynch match, it can take you a little bit of time just to get you out of the gates, just to get you started. Strowman might be about to experience that one after a good start himself offensively. Defensively wise, it's not quite coming yet. It's now a Boston Crab. Bobby Roode gets out of it. He was close to the ropes anyways. Elias and Kevin Owens watch on. Let's hope that they don't get themselves too heavily involved. I think there's a good chance that they will. Bobby Roode at the moment, he is just looking every bit of a star. He is dominating Braun Strowman. That's not said very often. But as we said, longest reigning NXT champion, came to Raw with he has the biggest contract for a debutant. That's someone who's moved from NXT to Raw. He's got the biggest contract in Universal Samoan history. A massive, massive payday. Lots of expectation. Lots of hype around him. And he came in and he just had this hangover from Drew McIntyre still on him. And when Drew McIntyre came to Raw, it really stunted all the progression that Bobby Roode had made. Which is really unfortunate because Roode, I think he's got the tools, as I said, to be a star, but Drew McIntyre just continues to get the better of it. And it really hurt the confidence of Roode, and that's why Insurgents, I believe, has really picked up the self-belief of Roode again. He really believes in himself once again and believes that he could be a big star. Well, we're finding out that Roode and Elias are planning on entering the tag team division. They've had a few matches already, so expect to keep an eye out for them. Right now, Bobby Roode in a lot of trouble. Roode, oh no, he could be about to pass out here. Braun Strowman has got him in this grip, but Roode with a couple of right hands, and that will stunt Braun Strowman for just a small moment. Enough to get out of harm's way. As, Strowman went for a big clothesline. And Roode, the neck into the shoulder. Nicely executed there by Bobby Roode, who certainly looking on his game here tonight. We have to be. If you're going to come up against Braun Strowman, you need to be on the top of your game and ready to go. Bobby Roode now, the hook of the leg. Could be a hit for Strowman. And a kick out. Well, John Cena, the Intercontinental Champion. We're hearing that Kevin Owens is interested in a title opportunity. Kevin Owens said he would have took the challenge at Money in the Bank if he wasn't already in the ladder match. So clearly he was interested. There's now Roode off the top, jumps the knee down onto Braun Strowman to the outside of the ring. Bobby Roode, you don't see him go to the top very often, and that's probably why he's dropping a knee, not anything else, but it was still effective. Off the top lands the knee, I believe hang time. And, a fisherman suplex, could be it here. Hooks that leg, keeps it hooked. Strowman, kick out at 2. Strowman in a lot of danger there. So close to the 3. It could have been over right there. Roode smartly just slowing it down, keeping the stranglehold. But Strowman good enough to work himself through it. Roode shrugged away. Strowman No. Oh, look out. Glorious DDT. Where did that come from? Again, a glorious DDT. And oh, Strowman got the shoulder up at 2. Braun Strowman somehow gets that shoulder up and keeps this match alive. Well, I can't believe that one. Strowman, he's got to be hurting. Oh, arm drag takedown. Strowman, one of the toughest guys here on Raw. Not just in toughness, but how difficult he is to beat as well. Braun Strowman has got everything it takes to be a main eventer. All that really stands in his way is Insurgents at the moment. The guy that could be the main event of Summerslam against Samoa Joe could be Braun Strowman. He's got some other competition, but right now Insurgents are trying their best to take Braun Strowman out of the equation, and I can't blame them. Now Roode going to wrap up Strowman into the figure 4 leg lock. This may be it. Strowman not the best on the ground. His submission defense is not the best at all. He's going to rely on his strength here. Braun Strowman, can he roll Roode over? And Roode will release the hold, feeling as though he's done enough damage to Braun Strowman. Oh, gets smacked with the right hand though. Bad move. I'm not sure about that one from Bobby Roode. You had Strowman in a bad hold. He was in a good position to win this thing. Braun Strowman struggling. You don't see the big man in this position, but that's why Bobby Roode is considered to be one of the best here on Raw. Hooks that leg, and oh, wow, that was a very, very late kick out. Strowman using every little bit of time he had to kick out of that one. He is struggling at the moment. Braun Strowman, he's on Dream Street. He is in a lot of trouble. Can he work through it though? That's the big question. Can Strowman work through this and get himself out of this bad predicament? Hooks the leg now, and again, another kick out. Kick to the back there of Strowman. And now Braun picks up, oh, Roode. Slams him down. This is a really good matchup though for Strowman, because Samoa Joe is exactly the type of guy who's going to beat you down just as viciously. Here's the cover again, kick out. I mean, Samoa Joe, he had Finn Balor beat 3 different occasions in that match at Money in the Bank, and he decided to not even bother. He didn't even care about winning until the very end. He didn't even try to win, and at the end he was still wasting time. You know, Samoa Joe was happy just to let Finn Balor kick out or rest up enough so he could stay in it to keep the match alive, just so he could keep beating him up. That's the type of champion that Samoa Joe is. Bobby Roode with a spine buster. And again, Strowman, he's in a world of pain. Those ribs are really starting to hurt now. He's taking a beating. Struggling to back up from Money in the Bank here. Roode, can he put him away? Here we go. It's got to be it. Glorious, no! Fish into the Northern Lights. Oh, a kick out. What a counter there by Strowman. A match saver. If Roode hits that, it's all over. And now Strowman, a splash in the corner. He's thinking about something big himself. Can he find the running power slam? Roode hasn't really taken too much big offense. Is he about to take one now? Running power slam. Hooks the leg. But Bobby Roode gets the shoulder up. Well, to be fair, Strowman's really had little to no offense for the majority of the match. Roode finally takes a slam, but he's okay. Another chance at the glorious DDT blocked there by Strowman. Now the big man in the half crab. In the Boston Crab. Strowman lining him up. Can he find another? Oh no, Bobby Roode able to avoid another tempted power slam. What about the counter into the spine buster? Now Roode, can he put him away? What's it for all? No. Strowman again grabbed a hold of him. And again Strowman, more pressure applied to Roode. Braun wants this. He wants to beat him here. Back and forth between the two. Roode with another counter. And Roode from behind. Oh, he leaps up and finds the neckbreaker. Bobby Roode in a good position. Braun Strowman clearly hurting. Braun Strowman might be on the verge of losing this one. It would be a big upset in my opinion. Roode hasn't had the most singles wins over the last couple of months. He's struggled just a touch. But he's really proving that he can hang with the best here on Raw. What about the spine buster again? He's utilized that so well tonight. It could beat Strowman right here. I think you should go for the cover here, Bobby. It might be over. And he's going to go for it after wasting a little bit of time. 2 and a kick out. We're getting word Samoa Joe is watching backstage right now as we speak. And he'll be liking what he's seeing from Bobby Roode. Strowman's in a lot of hurt. Again, Strowman with another counter, has Roode up and slams him down with one hand. What about that from Strowman? So much power in the body of Braun. Roode hanging on for dear life. How much more has Roode got left in the tank, STO? Roode's given everything he's got, but even sometimes delivering the best offense that you can possibly do will take enough out of you. You're not getting beat up, but you're exerting a lot of energy to hit those big moves. Bobby Roode's experiencing that. Is he a step behind now? Strowman, back body drop. He's trying his best here, Braun. Can he do it? Spinebuster. Beautiful counter. And now Roode, spear! Hooks the leg, spear! Will this be it? No. Shoulder up again. Braun rolls to the outside of the ring. Bobby Roode wants to end this. Bobby Roode wants to get it done. Neckbreaker from behind again. More pressure on Strowman. These two will not give up. And we've talked about Bobby Roode extensively throughout Universe Mode history and how difficult he is to beat. His ability to just absorb punishment is incredible. Very similar to Kevin Owens at his best. You can hit your best move over and over and over, and somehow Roode just finds a way to kick out. Right now, Roode using the ropes to get to his feet. Strowman, he's taking a breather himself. Now moves towards Bobby Roode. And now Strowman picks up Roode. Oh, wow. Just tossed him straight into the ropes. Now picks him up. Went for the running power slam. Couldn't get it though. Inverted DDT. Roode stays in the match. How much longer though? That's the question. He's in trouble. And a kick out again by Strowman. Well, Braun Strowman trying his best to work his way back into it to somehow steal a victory from an unlikely position. Roode is trying to close out the match here. He's had Strowman beat and for many occasions. Oh, what about that from Roode? Now, Bobby trying to put this one away. Can he finally beat Braun Strowman? No, went for it. Oh, big move by Strowman. Roode hurting. Strowman. Right hand blocked. Left hand by Roode. Giving everything he's got. How much more can he produce? Strowman against the ropes. Over the top and dumped to the outside. And Bobby Roode tells us all how glorious he is. How much more can these two men take? It has been a fight at the moment. These two guys giving everything they've got. Is there anything left? That's the question. Roode with a stomp. Strowman. Is he offering any offense? He's blocked that one and a slap. Open hand slap right there to the face of Roode. Now Roode's back in. Braun Strowman shot to the midsection. Right hand. Now Roode with one of his own. And again the neck breaker. Roode just finds the right move at the right time on every occasion. It's incredible. Hooks the leg again. Strowman's got to be down now. Surely. No, he's still in it. Strowman just has a little bit left in the tank. Braun being picked up now by Roode. Bobby, oh, he's got tossed away again by Strowman. Incredible. Braun Strowman's a freak. Now he's going to pick up Roode and cut him up and down. That could be it. Strowman going to go for it. Roode's hurting. Braun, will this be it? It's over. Strowman couldn't find the running power slam. He had to go back to an old move of his to get the job done. Braun picks up the win and celebrates tonight. Oh, hang on. Elias from behind. Oh, Elias, though, getting attacked here by Strowman and taken over the top of the rope. Elias tried to ambush Braun Strowman. Unsuccessful, though. Strowman can celebrate his success tonight. And Bobby Roode has emerged back to his feet. He is hurting badly. And now Strowman. Oh no, Strowman's not done. Bobby Roode, oh boy. It's time to send a message. Oh, slapped onto the apron. And now, looking at the steel steps, you think, oh, straight into the steps. And a bad night just keeps on getting worse for Roode. A message has been sent by Braun Strowman. He's not backing down from Insurgents. Ladies and gentlemen, that is all we have time for this edition of Universe Mode. If you did enjoy it, leave a like on it. Let's try and get 4 likes for this episode. We've got NXT TakeOver coming up next. It'll be up next here on Universe Mode. Throughout next week, you can expect to see that one. And that will feature Adam Cole and Lars Sullivan for the NXT Championship. And of course, Johnny Gargano, Pete Dunne for the Cruiserweight title. And the Women's Championship, Peyton Royce defends against Shayna Baszler, and much, much more. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for watching. If you haven't already, check out the Money in the Bank pay-per-view. It's available to watch right now, as is the highlights video and the match of the night right here on the channel. I hope you all enjoyed this episode. Subscribe to see more. Check me out on Twitch, twitch.tv/BrendenPlayz for more. Thank you for watching. See you next time.